So Arsenal just beat Spurs 1-0 at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. What a result by Arsenal. Gabriel with the goal. I think Arsenal's performance first, let's get that out of the way. It was very good. Very defensively solid performance. I'm very impressed since they didn't have Rice and they didn't have Odegaard, because both of those are two bang-on starters for Arsenal. They lost both of them and they still got a win away. Derby game. Very impressive. They are second behind Man City, 2 points behind. So yeah, a very important win. But let's talk about the goal. Gabriel's header. For me, it's a push. For me, it's a push because Gabriel puts both hands on Christian Romero's back. He extends his hands and he actually pushes Romero away. So he literally puts both hands on his back and he extends and he pushes. So I don't know how that cannot be an illegal action, right? But once it went to VAR, you obviously going to get the fact that, is it clear and obvious? Is it a clear and obvious error? And because there's lots of pushes and shrugs that go unpunished, whether it's for penalties or vice versa, or for free kicks, they never get given. So I was not necessarily confident that the decision is going to be overturned. Just like if the goal wasn't given and it went to VAR, the decision was never going to be overturned. So I think it just falls into that definition of it's not clear and obvious, so the referee is not going to overturn it, or the VAR is not going to recommend the referee to go have a look on the screen. But for me, it's definitely an illegal action and it's a foul, and it's a foul anywhere on the pitch. It's always a foul anywhere actually, and it's always given. So for me, Arsenal are a little bit fortunate to get away with that one. So for Arsenal fans that will say no, it's not a foul, just remember last season we were speaking about Gabriel's push. The same player, Gabriel, he got pushed by Joe Linton against Newcastle at St. James's Park, and that was Arsenal's first defeat of the season, right? So in that game, in my video on this channel, I did say that was a push on Gabriel and the goal should not have been given. But it went to VAR and the goal was given. It was not overturned and Arsenal fans were fuming. So it would be hypocritical for Arsenal fans to say that, you know, that was a foul, but this wasn't, right? Rather say that, okay, that was not given as a foul and therefore the Premier League didn't give this one as well as a foul. So it's kind of fair because in both cases, well, not in both cases did involve Arsenal, one Arsenal benefiting and one Arsenal not benefiting from it. So it's about time that Arsenal get a decision their way, especially against Brighton. They did have decision not go in their favor, so it is a little bit fair, and it is about time that Arsenal do at least get the benefit of the doubt when it comes to subjective referees' decisions. So with that being said, that was a brilliant game, a little bit stop-start, not very entertaining, not very end-to-end. Both teams were resolute. I just think Arsenal were the better team. They do deserve the game. They do deserve to win the game. Saliba was very impressive for me. Saliba, there was this recovery that he made after Arsenal made a mistake at the back. Ben White gave the ball away and it fell to Solanke, who should have scored. He took too long. This is the Premier League. You have 2 seconds in the box to sort yourself out. But Saliba made the recovery tackle and closed him down. Brilliant, brilliant play. Another instance of concern was whether Urian Timber should have been sent off. Why? Because his foot went over the ball and it looked like his studs were a little bit high on the ankles of Pedro Porro. For me, it is a foul, but it's definitely not a red card. He literally gets to the ball first. He firmly puts his foot on the ball first and then his foot rolls over the ball. Not intentional, of course, and it literally catches Pedro Porro, but it doesn't catch Pedro Porro with a lot of let's say force. So it was not a dangerous tackle at all. So no, the tackle in itself is not a red card offense. I'm sorry, Spurs fans, but it is not a red card offense. Unlike Casemiro last season, where Casemiro really was flying through when he was making the tackle. I think I can't remember what it was against, but Casemiro was flying through one Premier League season. I'm not even sure if it was last season, and his foot went over the top of the ball and it caught another player very high. That's different because he's flying and he has momentum and the tackle is forceful, even though it gets a little bit off the ball on top and his force carries him over and it is a dangerous tackle. However, in this case, Timber literally almost stands on the ball and his foot rolls over. So the momentum, the force, the pressure was not going to hurt Pedro Porro at all. However, some people are saying he should have been carded for him grabbing Vicario's shirt or grabbing Vicario like this immediately after that tackle. So the first one would have been a yellow card offense, and they're asking if his retaliation and pulling Vicario's shirt is a yellow card in itself. Possibly, right? But that kind of spoils the game. To be fair, if Vicario got carded for not doing anything but confronting Urian Timber and just coming up to his face, he got carded for that, then surely Timber should be carded for the fact that he grabs Vicario's shirt with both hands. You know, that is a little bit of a violent conduct, a little bit, if we can put it like that. So that is worth a card in itself, because he's instigating. And if Vicario gets carded for not putting his hands up and just literally confronting Timber, then why isn't Timber getting carded for literally pulling Vicario's shirt with both hands? You know, okay, that's one way, okay, I'll hear the Spurs fans' complaints about that one. But besides that, Arsenal get the important victory. Poor form by Spurs. It's really not looking good this season for Tottenham Hotspur. I think for me, with this type of performances, there's no way they finish in the top 4. Ange Postecoglou is in trouble. He's not getting Spurs team ticking. So yeah, I'm very disappointed at Spurs' performance today. They didn't look like they're gonna really trouble Arsenal. So with that being said, that's my video. Please subscribe and I'll see you on the next one. Bye bye.